سینه خواهم شرح از فرا.
One last review. Two pains. An inherent pain of separatedness we are born with, and the pain of love that we can or cannot choose. Two ingredients for making a remedy for that pain. The general concept of love without any external object, and the lack of greed and being content with what we have. And finally, two practices. Non-judgmental listening to everything and everyone with no exception, and trying to turn our insolence into indolence. And now, after learning about the importance of many of these components in the previous session, we finally come to the last 5 couplets of the prologue to Masnavi. جمله معشوق است و عاشق پرده ای، زنده معشوق است و عاشق مرده ای، چون نباشد عشق را پروای او چون مرغی ماند بی پر وای او. من چگونه هوش دارم پیش و پس، چون نباشد نور یارم پیش و پس. عشق خواهد که این سخن بیرون بود، آینه غماز نبود چون بود. آینه دانی چرا غماز نیست، زان که زنگار از رخش ممتاز نیست. Or in English, beloved is everything and the lover is a shadow. Beloved is what is alive and the lover is the dead. If the lover is one without a concern for love, he will be like a poor bird who does not have wings to fly. How can I have any form of wisdom or understanding if I do not have any light from the love within? That love within wants these words to be expressed without. And if a mirror is not revealing, is it even a mirror? And do you know why your mirror is not revealing? Because it is not all cleared from the earthly rusts. And as such, concludes Mowlana his prologue to his masterpiece. If you want to have that love, to be the lover, whatever or whoever the beloved is, you should just be a shadow of it. Life is that love, and you should be metaphorically dead in it. In other words, again, regardless of the object of love, which can be a person, can be God, can be your inner soul, or can just be an objectless emotion inside you, what is important here is that you should lose yourself completely in this love. You should become part of it, part of this love. The unity we talked about a few times in our sessions, that pantheism, and you should become absolutely nothing but that love. You will have no power in the world, like a bird who cannot fly, if you don't have that love. Because the main function of the bird is flying, and the main reason of your being is having love. Love is the main function of humankind. We want to have an understanding, and we learn to listen without judgment, but we also need the light of love to brighten our mind when we are dealing with all this information we get through our non-judgmental listening. This love is the only reason Mowlana is talking to us, both because he needs to express this wonderful discovery he has had as a spiritual mission maybe, and also because the love kind of force you to do that when you start feeling it. Because when it is a general love, it is a love for everything and everyone, and you want everyone to benefit from the thing you have found useful. That may as well be one of the multiple reasons I decided to make this course. Subconsciously, of course, who knows. But when you try to express your love, you have to first look inside into where that love resides. And it should work like a mirror, because it is your soul. It should show you the real you to yourself, and also through that real you can bypass the perception process that we were trying to avoid from the first session and find that secret inside. If you can get to that level, well, where you look inside and see the real yourself, not what you perceived of yourself to be, the persona you have created for yourself to understand of yourself, but the real you, then you can also see the secret inside through the revealing mirror of your soul, and you can overcome the unbearable lightness of being. But most of the people cannot do that, and Rumi just needs one couplet to explain why they are unable to. Because their soul is not all cleared from the earthly rusts. Because they have not made the remedy, have not done the practices, have not accepted the hardship of the path of love, and have not internalized the concepts they need to. So their soul is rusty. But I can say, if we try to learn from Mowlana, even if we cannot get to that ultimate point, as only a few can, and I haven't been able to get to that point, and my teachers and masters and mentors haven't been able to, but at least if we try to get to a minimal relief, then we can get into the path. And in my experience, it really is worth it. Now we are done with the prologue. We have one last session this week in which I give you some extra information, and it's mostly our final exercise and evaluation before we go to the third week, and a bit more detailed content in the weeks to come, which I structured under the title Ripe. Yet, at the end of this prologue and before the final exercise, I want to give you a smaller exercise to do today and preferably tomorrow before you go to the final exercise the day after tomorrow. There are countless websites and applications on mobile phones about mindfulness. And even if you are not already familiar with it, which I find it hard to believe, you can get the general concept and the most popular practices with a quick search in a few minutes. That is mostly a technique of concentration on your breathing and your body. I want you to do 1 hour of mindfulness practice today and 1 hour tomorrow, preferably broken into 2 half hours, and again, preferably 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. But in addition to the traditional concentration on your body and your breathing, I want you to use that calm state of mind and calm state of body and think about love. What does it mean to you? How does it manifest itself in your life? Although I always emphasize on objectless love, it is okay if, in order to understand what love means to you, you think of someone or something you love. So you can extract that criteria of the meaning of life for you. What is the thing you feel inside when you feel love or loved? What are the things that usually made you fall in love with people, with things, with situations? And although I said today and tomorrow, I meant you give this time to yourself before going forward in this course and going to that final exercise. But this mindfulness practice I just mentioned, these 2 half hours every day, this can be a part of your life from now from now on, and as long as you want, as long as you find it relevant. The final purpose is to connect your body and mind to the concept of love as a general thing, and at the same time, very particularly a definition that you have of love, so that love becomes part of the body and part of the mind, an integrated system is created inside you. پاینده باشی.